Hey, this is Misty from Ninja Social Suite, and I just wanted to give you a quick little tour of Ninja Social and just show you what this awesome tool can do. When you first log in, you'll likely be in this publish area, and this is what I would call the social media management area where you're going to manage your posts, create posts, manage your queue, manage your schedule, all that good stuff. And before you get here, you will likely have already set up your different social accounts that you'd like to use, but you can click right here and add an account easily right from this screen. So as you can see, I already have a few. You can also select whether or not you want them on by default or off by default when you create a new post. But for any post, you can click that on or off for that specific post. And what you'll also see is that there is this really cool AI writer feature. So right from inside of the post creation, you can use the AI writer tool to create a post for you that you can either use as is or tweak to your needs. So you'll see it can do lots of different things. We're always adding new things. So you can use it to promote your website, promote your blog, promote a special offer, make an announcement, rewrite an existing post. So maybe you wrote a post and you're like, well, this wasn't really as good as I'd like. You can try the AI writer and see if it can make it better. You can have it create an industry specific tip for you, persuade with data, do an inspirational post, engagement post, and any of these or none of these, you can have it do something totally different. And let me show you how that works real quick. So I'm going to click that I want to create an engagement post. What it's going to do is open two windows up. And one of the windows is ChatGPT. The other is your Ninja Social window, okay, where you're going to get all of your prompts and everything. You can also use Google Bard. And as Google Bard improves things, maybe becomes better, it could be that that becomes the default. Doesn't matter. They'll both work. So right here, it's going to tell you what to do. So right now, you're wanting to have it generate an engaging social post or maybe multiple engaging social posts. If you have additional instructions, you can add them here, but I'm going to leave this blank just for this demonstration. You can tell it if you want it to include hashtags and emojis, and if you have a specific call to action that you'd like to add in there. I'm just going to leave it at the default and click the button to generate the prompt. And what this is going to do is just create the text that you need to give ChatGPT. This is your instructions. The AI writer has written them all out for you. So all you do is click this box. It's showing that I copied it, and you just paste right over here. And here you go. We'll give it a second to generate. And as you can see, it's going to create, I believe this one creates 10 posts. Let's see what it does here. It's got emojis, it's got hashtags. So cool. When it is done, you can give it an additional prompt. So if you can see this box on the left, it says optional refinements. You can use that to change. Now, as you can see on the right, because I'm using the free ChatGPT plan right now, it did only give me a certain number of characters. So it cut off on post 10. I believe if I just type in, I think I can just click this continue generating and see what it does. There we go. And there it finished post 10. Okay, so some things we can have it do, for example, make it longer, but keep the short version as a tweet, make it longer, rephrase posts as questions, make the post more conversational, do an Instagram first comment, create Pinterest pin titles, create a prompt for an AI image generator like Midjourney. So you can even have it generate a prompt for you to plug into an image generator like Midjourney to create the images. Now, as I'm recording this, Google Bard is working in some image generation capabilities, and it's so close. It's so close to being really good. So it could be that we end up recommending Google Bard over ChatGPT at some time very soon. and we'll be able to even eventually pull the images right into here. So what I will show you though is that you can copy and paste. So find a post that you like. Let's see. So I have pre-told this the first time that you go into the tool, any of the AI tools, it's going to ask you a couple questions about your industry and what you do, and it's going to use that information as you're creating different types of content. So I'm just going to click this first one. I haven't even read it. We're just going to click it. I'm going to copy and paste it over here into the message. And as you can see, it's basically creating the social media post for me. It's going to show me what Twitter's going to do right here in case I run out of characters and whatnot. And down here, I can choose the category. So I'm using this engagement category. I can add a note if I want to, and then I can save that as a draft. So now I have quickly created 10 posts. All I have to do is copy and paste one at a time into here, and they will come back into my drafts area in the publisher. So if I click on drafts, here it is right here, calling all overwhelmed entrepreneurs. It's that one. Then I could go in and edit. I can add a picture. I want to show you what it can do here. So we are tied into some royalty-free image programs. I'll give it just a minute to load in. It's being just a little slow since I'm also recording. Here we go. Oops. There we go. So we can search stock images. Oops, I keep clicking it. So we can also search stock images. So I can do like, let's see what this post is about. Overwhelm. Let's just type that and see what we get. Okay, so immediately it is searching pixels for images on overwhelm, and it's already got some really great ones here. You can kind of scroll through, or you can switch to Pixabay. We may add others in the future, and you just choose a picture and it's going to add that right to your post. This is where you'll go in and edit anything specific to the different platforms. We also have the ability to do hashtag grouping. So you can create groups of hashtags based on different topics that you like to post about. And and you can select in here different hashtags for different social media. So for this example, I just put the same hashtags in for each one, but you can go out and do research and find out which hashtags are trending on the different platforms, get them into here, and you can tell it how many you want to apply every time you use those hashtags. And it will randomly pick this number of hashtags from this list, essentially. For Instagram, very smart. It can add it to the first comment instead of putting it into the post. Now, I already actually clicked it, so it added some of my productivity hashtags on these posts as well. Okay, and then when you're done, you can, make sure you have the right category. You can also add your watermark, and you can select where you want the watermark on that image. You just hover over the image and select the location. You can also edit this image if you want to. And I'm not going to get into every little detail of what you can do in here, but you can add text, you can, decorate it, you can resize it, and do different things there. Okay. And this feature, this is what I really love. I'm a big fan of saving lots of time and energy running your business and really not having to spend a lot of time on all the different platforms, just focusing more of your energy on one platform if you can, and just have a presence elsewhere. And so I love this feature. You can essentially set your post to loop, okay, to repost every so often. So you can tell it not to repost, which means it'll just post one time. You can repost based on your queue schedule, which I'll show you in just a minute. Or you can tell it to repost every so many days, weeks, months, or years. Okay. And you can also hold for approval. So if you have like a VA that you're working with and you want them to go and create a bunch of posts for you, you can have them set it up where it defaults to hold for your approval. And you can also have it email you when it's published if you would like. And then you can choose to publish now You can add it to your queue. You can schedule it at a specific time. Once you have posted a few posts, I'd recommend maybe like about 30 posts, you can schedule to an optimal time. So our tool is going to determine when is the best time for you to post to these different platforms based on the type of conversion that you're trying to get here. Super, super cool. And did I miss any? You can also save as a draft. You can just add it into your queue up here. Okay, so your queue is all the things that are coming up. Some are, maybe held for approval. Some are maybe ready to be scheduled out. This is your sent area. This is your drafts I already showed you. And then there's this schedule. This is where the requeuing power comes in. So you can create different categories for your different types of content, and you can give a schedule for different social media for when you want that specific type of content to post. And we'll have to get into that more in depth in another video. But for now, just know that with your looping strategy, this becomes really powerful because you can then create a bunch of posts for each different category. And this would be like evergreen, not time sensitive posts is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the looping. And, so you can have a queue of several months worth of engagement posts, for example, and then on this schedule, so like 7 a.m. on a Monday, as mine is set, and 10 a.m. on a Thursday, that type of thing, it's going to just schedule them out based on this schedule right here. Okay. Or alternatively, you can schedule specific timely posts to go out right when you want to, or just be at the top of your queue for that category. And it would go out the next time you have that in this calendar here. Hopefully that makes sense. You can also import. So if you have a spreadsheet of posts that you'd like to import, this is where you would do that. And you can also pull in RSS feeds. So if you have a YouTube, for example, or a blog, for example, or if you want to generate some industry news type posts that show that you have some thought leadership, right? And you can grab other people's blog posts who are in your industry, well-known people in your industry that put out great content. You can generate and do an RSS feed for them. Okay, so you can pull in industry news, you can pull in important YouTube videos, maybe from someone else's channel even, that would benefit your audience, and you can sprinkle that in based on your schedule. So maybe a couple times a week, pull in some industry news, or depending on your industry, maybe you need to do even more often than that. Okay, so that is kind of just like a quick overview of the publishing area. I'll show you the calendar real quick. This is going to be everything that is scheduled to go out. And as I said, you can, the tool can determine when is the best time for certain types of content to go out. So you can click this tactical overlay and it's going to show you, and I haven't filled this account with that much data yet, so it's not even completely filled out, but today is June 1st as I'm recording this. So it's showing me like this right here would be a really good time to post for clicks. You can rank by clicks, leads, sales. You can track all of that. You can put your tracking code into this tool and have it track for your sales and everything. Sorry, I said that a little bit wrong. You can put the tracking code from this tool into your blog post, for example, and have it track right through. It can track as you're collecting leads. It can track as you're converting on your sales pages and whatnot. Okay, so you can play around with that and see all the different options with the tactical overlay. Now I will show you the reports area. As I said, this is a brand new account here, so I don't have a ton of data yet. But as you can see, since I started using it, my stats have improved greatly. So you're going to be able to go in here and see all the information you could possibly need for, about your posts, about any campaigns that you're running, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Share buttons that you have, videos, you get the overview, the optimal times, all the data is in here. And I'm going to let you go around and play with that. This is already getting a little bit long. So campaigns, if you would like to add a new campaign, you can click add new if you're on this screen, or if you don't have any campaigns created yet, it will just bring you straight to this screen. And I just want to show you the different types of campaigns that you are pre-created for you that you just need to edit and tweak to your needs. So we have, and I don't even think I can list all these out right now, viral sweepstakes. We do giveaways. You can do this top of the mountain type competition. So it's like a challenge to climb this leaderboard. You can do more simple competitions. There's other giveaways. Let's see, confetti giveaway. There are, sweepstakes. Okay, there's also an opt-in form if you'd like to just have a form that you can embed into any page of your website. It's an easy way to get a form. Let's see, another sweepstakes, finance company giveaway, real estate broker giveaway, auto industry. So many bonus entry giveaway. I'm going to have to do a whole nother video just on the campaigns because there's so much in here. There's hidden discount, like click to reveal type of thing. And there's also social sharing built into these campaigns. So people can earn extra entries for your giveaway by sharing your giveaway to, Twitter, Facebook, and whatnot. There's also these testimonial collection campaigns where you can collect video testimonials that you can use on your website. You can use in different ways, right? For social proof, which will help you even, with all of your traffic, your conversions, all of that. Okay. There's a Yelp review reward campaign, coupon download. So download this coupon, but they have to enter in their information first. There's a webinar sign up. Let's see. Here's a photo gallery one. Share your before and after pictures, for example. So you can do photo submission types of campaigns. Let's see, photo contest, requested demo. So some of these are just forms that, are used for different purposes. You can always change the text and customize all of these however you want. So if you find one that you like, you can change everything on it that you could possibly need to. Let's see. There's also, I'm trying to get to it. Here we go. There's a video landing page. So we'll create this landing page for you with a big video at the top. More photo contests, just so many campaign templates in here. Here's one for customer feedback. If you want to collect feedback from your customers, here's another landing page where you can capture signups for your event or your newsletter. Here's an essay contest. Here's a viral sweepstakes template. One to recommend us. Here's another event landing page. Refer a friend program, a pick your discount. More testimonials. So many. And if you want to just filter that down, maybe you just want to do testimonials, just click that at the top and that will limit it down so you don't have to scroll through all of those. Okay, and I showed you our AI writer a little bit. So I'm not going to dive in deep to all of these right now. I will probably do a separate video on that as well. But depending on which plan you choose, you will have access to the AI writer. You may not have access to all of these. As you can see, some of these are more premium features. But the ones that come with the basic AI writer are the social media one, which is essentially what we just used. We just did it from the publish screen. So there's this social media one, And there's also a campaign one, which will generate marketing copy for all the screens on your sweepstakes, your contests, your campaigns. So it will give you the text that's going to work best on the actual pages, landing pages that we give you. And then if you have the premium AI writer, you're also going to get access to all of the rest of this, which right now, as I'm speaking, it can write you a blog. It can write your emails, your drip sequences, your welcome sequence, your promotion emails, tons of different types of emails. It can write your ad copy. It can even write a full course. Now, personally, I recommend adding your own flair to any course, but it's going to create you a whole course outline, and it's going to write up lessons for you and everything. And you can definitely use that as a basis to get your course started. I don't know that I would put out a full course that was 100% written by AI, because I just think that you need to, put your own stories, add your own thing into it. But I definitely think that this could, if you're having some writer's block or not quite sure what to include in your course, this will really give you a huge start, a huge running start to that. It can create video scripts for you. So full on video scripts. If you've been like scared to do a live on Facebook or go on YouTube and put some content out there, this will generate a script for you for whatever you need. It can also generate your marketing strategy for your niche. So you just plug in what niche you're in, what industry you're in, and it's going to create a whole marketing strategy to grow your business. And then also legal docs. It can generate campaign rules for you for your campaigns, agency proposals, contracts, any kind of business legal docs. Now, obviously, run that by your own lawyer if you have one. Use your own eyeballs and read through it and make sure everything seems legit for where you live and what business you're doing. But it will create legal docs for you. And lead magnets. So it's going to generate a guide or a white paper to capture leads on your website. So essentially, it's going to create some piece of content that people would opt in for. They will join your newsletter in order to receive this lead magnet fully created for you. Again, I always just recommend adding your own flair and your own style to things, but this is going to generate your entire lead magnet for you. Okay, so there's also this approval area, which is just all the posts that are being held for your approval. So you just go in here and you click the little hamburger menu and click the check mark, or you can edit the post before you approve it. There's also this share buttons area where you can create share buttons to use. And then you'll be able to track all the shares right through the reports area. And there's going to be a contacts area as well. All right, so that is the bulk of it. We'll have a different video available to you on how to go in and set everything up, make sure that you're adding your social profiles and all that good stuff. But this is just a general walkthrough of the different things available inside of Ninja Social. If you have any questions, please drop them below. Be sure to pop in and answer. And I will see you in the next one.